Hello and welcome back to another unboxing episode from Out of Arc Gaming. My name is Phil and today we have the Nimbus-Class V-Wing for the Republic faction. Now I was really hoping to be able to get the ETA 2 unboxed for you today, but that has been delayed in the UK unfortunately, so hopefully we'll have that for you shortly. But let's have a quick look at this new ship for the Republic as an alternative to the V19 Torrent. So let's just get a base out to pop that on. So there we go. Now that is a really nice looking ship. Very cool. No moving parts on this one, but again, a ship this size can be quite tricky to get moving parts. Now, it will be really interesting when we get the ETA 2 and the hyperspace ring to be able to actually pop this in that and show it actually sitting in there nicely. But all in all, that is a really cool looking ship. They've done the engine glow on there, which they've started doing more often. But my initial thoughts is I really like that. It's really good looking ship, and it's going to look quite nice on the board alongside the Jedi Starfighters with that profile. Also, I reckon it'll look really nice with the ETA 2 and the other ships. So really excited to get this on the board. But let's have a quick look and see what we have for cardboard. That's quite a stacked pack here. Getting a lot of pilots with this ship and some new upgrades and new devices. And we'll come to those cards in just a second. But let's have a quick first look at the cardboard. So as you can see, we've got your thermal detonator tokens, 4 of them. And we have Wilhuff Tarkin, the Grand Moff himself before he became a Grand Moff, Contrail, and as is always the case with a clone ship, we have Oddball. Now on the back of those, you have your Loyalist Volunteer, Shadow Squadron Escort, and Click. So you would need to have 2 copies to be able to fly Click and Oddball together, but you'd need that anyway. We have 6 charge tokens, the dial with a 2k turn and a 4k turn, really nice. Again, a lot of blue on there, not a huge amount of red, but it's got that 1 hard turn, which is really good. And we get some more charge tokens, shield, 14 token, and a few other bits on there. So, a lot of cardboard there for you to go through. Now, the bit that we are always really excited about, the actual cards. Now, I know these have obviously been spoiled on the articles, but here we go. So you get Oddball. After you fully execute a red maneuver or perform a red action, if there is an enemy ship in your bullseye, you may acquire a lock on that ship. Classic Oddball talent there. And twin ion engines. Ignore the TIE ship restriction on upgrade cards. And we have Contrail. While you defend or perform an attack, if the bearing of your revealed maneuver is the same as the enemy ship's, you may change one of the enemy ship's focus results to a blank result. It's pretty cool. I like that one. It's going to make him quite sneaky. And we have Click, I4. While a ship that you have locked at range 1 to 3 defends or performs an attack, you may spend 1 charge to prevent range bonuses from being applied. And that's a recurring charge. So again, that's quite a handy one, especially in those early engagements. The future Grand Moff himself, Wilhuff Tarkin. During the system phase, you may choose an object that you have locked at range 1 to 3. Another friendly ship at range 1 to 3 may acquire a lock on that target. Again, really handy upgrade. That could work quite nicely with Click, actually, if you have Wilhuff Tarkin sort of in the front, getting those locks early. Your I3 Shadow Squadron Escort, really nice artwork on there. Really hope to see that ship in the game soon. And your Loyalist Volunteer. your main generic. So quite a nice little set of stats on there. 2 attack, 3 agility, 2 hull, 2 shields. You get focus, target lock, red barrel roll, boost, link, red, target lock. So not terrible actions there. And we've got the quick build cards. We've got Contrail, Click, Shadow Squadron Escort, Oddball, Will Have Tarkin, and the Loyalist Volunteer. Now to the upgrades. Ion Limiter Override. So for those of you that play Empire and have already got the TIE RB, you would have already seen this, but for those of you that have not, after you fully execute a red maneuver, you may perform a barrel roll action, even while stretched. If you do, roll an attack die. On a hit result, gain 1 strain token, and on a crit, gain 1 ion token. So risky, but quite handy. We have the Q7 Astromech. While you barrel roll or boost, you can move through and overlap obstacles. Now that is really handy, especially for those ships that want to start moving about the board quite quickly. I can imagine seeing this on a few Jedi Starfighters. So that's quite a nice one there. R7A7. While you perform an attack, you may spend 1 charge to change 1 hit result to a crit result. Again, really solid card, that one. I really like that. That could work quite nicely with Deadeye Shot, or even some other upgrades that like to utilise that crit mechanic. Thermal detonators. This is the one we wanted to see. During the system phase, you may spend up to 2 charges to drop that many thermal detonators using the 1 or 2 straight template. Each must be placed using a different template. When you reload this card, recover 1 additional charge. So you can always make sure you're getting 2 back there. Now this was mentioned in the FAQ as well. If you are using the trajectory simulator to launch this device, you can still drop 1, but you cannot launch 2 devices, as you have to do them at different speeds. So you can't launch 2 out the front. It had to be 1 out the front and 1 out the back. And that's up to, so you don't have to do that. Precision Ion Engines. This is a new one. Before you execute a speed 1 to 3 Kilogram 10 or K10 maneuver, you may spend 1 charge to execute that maneuver as a Signals Loop maneuver instead. Now that is really cool for ties with agility 3, so this can be used on the V-Wing, and I can imagine that being quite handy on quite a few ships. For instance, looking at the Defender, that could be quite good on, or the Interceptor. Instead of having to do a K-turn, doing that Signals Loop instead, I find it's quite a nice maneuver. Doesn't take you quite as far out the fight. And we have the config cards. So we've got the Alpha 3 Besh. While you perform a primary attack, you may spend your lock on the Defender to change 1 of your blank or focus results to a hit result. So if you've only got 1, you can just spend it and it gets you there straight away. You don't have to worry about the luck of the dice. And that adds the device slot there. And finally, we have the Alpha 3 Esk. While you perform a primary attack, before rolling attack dice, you may spend 2 charge. If you do, your crit results inflict ion tokens instead of damage. So quite an interesting one there if you want to, in your position that you want to walk a ship off the board with ion tokens. That could be quite handy. Personally, I think I prefer the Alpha 3B Besh to the Esk, but it has some places of play there. Well, again, thank you very much, guys. So that is the new Nimbus V-Wing. Looking forward to getting this on the board. Tell me what you think about the ship, what kind of builds you are looking to put on this. But in the meantime, guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, do like and subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell to know when the next video is going up. And we will see you again soon.